So TRVL has made a golden cross now on all of the exchanges. I'm just going to show you. And oh god. So the golden cross is when the 200 daily moving average, simple moving average, and the 50 daily simple moving average cross. Okay, so it hasn't happened yet, but it's there. Look, it's almost there. This is Mexi. This is Gate. So Gate actually did it yesterday. Or maybe it was today. I don't know. Maybe I'm one day behind. Oh no, that's it. I mean, we are correct. Look, KuCoin's done it. So KuCoin's crossed. So Gate and KuCoin have crossed. And then Bybit. So Bybit and Mexi are on the same page. KuCoin and Gate are on the same page. They've crossed. And so basically I was explaining about the golden cross trade in yesterday's stream. I'll go over it again quickly. Let me go into KuCoin. Get rid of the candles. Let's get rid of the candles. Don't need the candles, we just need the moving averages. So the idea behind a golden cross is that the 50 moving average, which is this yellow line, crosses above the 200 moving average, which is this orange line. And so basically on TRVL, that's called the golden cross, right? And it's meant to signify a change in trend. It's meant to signify a change in trend. So it doesn't always happen. I mean, it doesn't always project the correct analysis. You see here we had a golden cross, but actually the price went down. So if I was to show you the price now, you see it went down. You see, and when the cross happened, the price went down. So context is key. It's very important to analyze the context of when the cross happens and where the price is when the cross is happening, right? So if you look, if you see this, when this cross happened back in February 2023, the price had already extended far away from the cross. It was almost a 2x above the cross. It was already highly extended, and also we were in a very heavy downtrend as well. Very heavy downtrend. That's what this is. This is a very strong downtrend. So it was a bit of a trap. It was very deceptive because this was almost like a relief rally before it was sold into again. You know, it wasn't actually a bullish trend change. So context is very important when you're analyzing. You know, and I'm not, and it could have continued. You know, the rally could have continued. If you look, there just wasn't enough bullish momentum, because when you just see how the price came into the 200 and then this is like a V shape. It's like a V shape. It was like a V shape recovery potentially, which was just, there wasn't enough bullish momentum. If this price had continued, then sure, we'd be having a different conversation now. We'd be saying that cross was correct, you know, or it was good. we're not, and obviously it wasn't. So I think context is really important. And right now, in the context of where we are, when the cross is happening, or where the price is with respect to where the cross is happening, I can confidently imagine or say that I think this cross is going to be correct, because we're no longer on a downtrend. If you look at the way the price has moved over the last year, I have to keep on bringing the price back up. Let me minimize that bit so it's out of the way. When you look at the way the price has moved over the last year, it's actually gone sideways. It hasn't gone down. Yeah, from when it came into this lower range back in October 22. Ignore that top part. That's like a deviation from the range. But the reality is that the price has just been going sideways. It's not in a downtrend anymore. It's in a sideways trend, right? Does that mean this cross signifying an uptrend? No, I mean, of course, no. We could continue to go sideways. It is possible. That's the reality of the way the price moves. We're in a range and we're going sideways. And if we continue going sideways for the next 1 or 2 years, this cross is going to cross, and it's not going to signify anything. It's very possible. Okay? So I'm not trying to negate the possibility of something else happening, Everything is possible in crypto and in the markets. Everything is possible. So what we're trying to do is prepare ourselves for every situation and every scenario. Okay? But context is very important, and the context of where we are now in the halving year of Bitcoin, with all of the Bitcoin ETFs about to be launched, with the altcoin market cap breaking resistance, I think it's fair to say that we're about to change the trend from a downtrend, or should I say a sideways trend, to an uptrend. And I think the confirmation of what I'm saying will be evident when the price starts trading up into the 5s and the 6s. I think once we're up there, I think people are going to change their tune a little bit, okay? Because right now, I think there's a lot of miserable people. And I don't know why, because it just gives you more time to accumulate more token at discount prices. That's literally, is a gift. It's literally a gift. Yeah? This is a gift. This is literally a gift. You are able to accumulate TRVL at 3.151 cents. It's a gift. And I'm going to demonstrate why I think it's a gift in a second, okay? But I'm not trying to persuade anyone. I'm just telling you how I see it. And you may see it differently, and that's fine, But we can have a conversation all the way from here to high heaven. One of us is going to be right. But I know from my experience in crypto and in trading, you have to be patient. Patience is absolutely essential to success when it comes to trading, or when it comes to the markets, or when it comes to investing. If you can't have patience, if you don't have patience, you will always fail. Always. You will always fail if you don't have patience. Sorry. I didn't make that up. It's just a fact. Go and ask any successful investor what is required when it comes to seeing their investments grow. Patience is required. So if you can't have patience now when the prices are cheap, then you'll probably end up selling as we get up here, and you'll be fine with a 2x. And and when the price is up here at $25, $23, I'm going to be laughing because you sold at 4 cents or 5 cents or whatever. Right? And your negative sentiment isn't going to change what I'm seeing in the charts and what's happening fundamentally with Dtravel. Doesn't matter what someone thinks in their gut. All that really matters is what the chart is telling us, and then also what's happening on the ground with the team and what they've been proposing and what they're about to propose, and also the fundamentals of certain things aligning in the future, such as the AI search engine being launched, the tokenomics being changed, and also this token being listed on all the tier 1 exchanges, Binance, OKX and Coinbase. That's all that really matters to me. I can wait for that. I'm happy to wait. Yeah. And if someone isn't, then that's fine. You can go and chase the pump, or you can accumulate at the lows on a token which has incredible potential, right? So I think a very easy, simple strategy for most people, assuming that this Golden Cross is a correct cross, it's a correct reversal change on this token, is now you can just wait for the death cross on the daily time frame. Okay, because if this is correct, if this is the beginning of a trend change, you're going to start seeing the 50 moving average going up like that, and then you're going to see the 200 moving average. Let me change the color so you can really see it to orange, so there's no ambiguity in what I'm saying. You're going to see the 200 slowly curve around like that, right? And then the price will do whatever, it will go up and down, whatever. But I mean, the thesis is the price goes up, obviously. And then you'll get the price, it will just do what it does, it will zigzag up, it will go up, whatever. Do whatever it wants, but it will go up. And so you'll see these kind of moving averages turn like that. And as long as they're not coming back to touch each other, then you can just long and chill. You can just be chilled, you can be relaxed, you can not even think about your investment. And if you're looking to buy the dip, like I said before, let me change the color actually to, let me change it to green now, so you can clearly see what I'm saying. As the price does go up, as soon as it hits the 50 moving average, you can buy it. You can buy the 50. As soon as the price touches the 50, you can buy the 50. And that could be the next strategy. Oops. That could be the strategy for buying the dip. Okay? You can buy the dip at the 50 every single time. God, what's going on? My computer just went a bit mental. Let me try that again. Buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. And what you'll find is that this 50 moving average will continue to increase in angle, and the momentum of this price will start to speed up as time passes. Like what you're seeing now is a shift in momentum, and it's a shift in trend. Yeah, of course the price isn't going to be moving right now. We're just turning from down to up. That's effectively what I'm saying. That's what this means. That's, if I'm correct and this is the signal of a change in trend, then of course it's going to take a little bit of time for the price to pick up speed. Yeah, it's like a stationary vehicle. You're trying to push it, it's not going to suddenly go fast. It's going to take some force, and as you continue to apply force, it's going to start to pick up speed, and then you push it, and then slowly the hill slopes downwards, and it gets even faster, and that's momentum. And it's the same thing with price. Okay, as this 50 starts to edge up, and as the price continues to bounce off the 50, you'll start to see this kind of speed increase. Okay, and what I'm seeing here is healthy in terms of the way the price moves. Yeah, now I don't know how, I mean, I don't know how, I can't tell you what the price is going to be when, but I know that this kind of pattern, this kind of behavior is healthy. You know, it's not unhealthy, and it's very normal. Okay, it isn't. It's very different to other tokens which are already in price discovery and were launched 3 or 4 weeks ago. In the future, those tokens are going to correct heavily. Okay, whereas this, because of the structure and the foundation that we've laid with all of the volume at the lows, the correction of this token in the future is going to be less significant, you know, especially once we clear certain key levels, you know, like 9 cents or like 15 cents or whatever, you know. I think, like, for example, for me in the future, once we clear, let me change it back to, you know, I prefer you. Once we eventually clear 15 cents, I would expect that to act as support in the future, you know. So that's why I want to be positioned in now, which I am, because that's a 5x for my current investment, and I'm not expecting the price, once we clear that price, to come underneath that price again in the future. So, you know, you have a long-term investment which is safe. But tie that to the fundamentals of what I'm about to tell you now, okay? Because I don't want you to just, I'm obviously a lot of people don't understand technicals. So, you know, I want you to forget about the technicals, forget about the charts, forget about price. Focus on the business. Focus on the business, on what the business is and what's being created and the impacts that it could have. Okay. And so let me just pull up the TRVL price chart here. The list, the information on CoinGecko. And you see right now the market cap is 9 million. Let me just refresh that to make sure it's fresh. There, 9.2 million. So effectively we're looking at a $9.2 million valuation of, this is obviously TRVL, but I'm assuming that this reflects Dtravel. They're like together, they're one. Dtravel and TRVL are like this. So let's just say the company is worth this amount of value, right? And if you look at the market cap over time, you will see that the market cap has dropped and it's increased and it's dropped. So at its peak, it was 12 million. And then here at this peak, it was 13 million, right? And now we're at about 9 million. And at its very lows, we were at about 2 million. And then recently, at the lows, we were at 4 million. So in terms of market cap value, we're making higher valuations. And in terms of the peak, we're making lower valuations. The peak is the low. So we're forming this kind of range of market cap value. But let me tell you something, that from the beginning till now, the technology has increased and grown exponentially. It's off the charts compared to where we began. The beginning was an idea, and now we have a full product, right? And I'm going to show you. Or maybe you can't even see what I'm talking about. Oh, you can't because I'm looking at the chart. How annoying is that? All right, let me just go back to what I said and let me pull this in. Sorry about that. All right, can you see that? All right, let me just say that again. So you can see here, the market cap is 9.2 million. I'm just checking the video to make sure you can see it. Yeah. And you see here when we launched, it was 12 million at the peak, roughly. Was it 13.7, and that was 12.7, and now we're about 9 million, 9.1, 9.2 million, right? And you can see here the lows are getting higher, the 2.4, then it went up to 3.3, and this low here recently was 4, so the lows are getting higher. So the valuation, this is like the valuation, and in my mind right now it's saying that we're a 9 million valuation, right? And basically what I'm seeing here is that the value of the work done and the effort that's gone into where we are now hasn't reflected in the valuation of the token, because this is the token valuation, yeah? So the value of Dtravel hasn't actually been reflected in the token. That's what I'm seeing right now. So just forget about the token and just focus on the business, yeah? So when I got involved with Dtravel, I'm not employed by Dtravel. I've never taken a penny from Dtravel. I've never been paid by Dtravel, in token or in fiat, nothing. I'm just passionate. And my background is Airbnb. So this is me, right? See? So look, I'm a 4.99 star super host on Airbnb. And look, I've got 153 reviews. This says I'm 8 years hosting. I've been hosting for longer. And there's a reason why it says 8 years. And these are my listings. And these are my reviews. This is basically, I don't even have a LinkedIn. This is my LinkedIn. This is my resume. This is what I've been doing for the last 10 years. Just been hosting, you know. So I just want to say that I'm not new, and I have a track record, and I know what I'm talking about when it comes to the short-term vacation rental industry. Yeah, I have a lot of experience. And if you want to look at some of these reviews, I mean, I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but we had a great stay at Amir's. Amir's place was fantastic. Amir met us. Such a perfect location. Amir gave us many good advice. Enjoyed our stay in Amir. We definitely return. Yeah, so I mean, I don't have to blow my own trumpet. You can read. You can see what has been said, right? What's interesting about Airbnb and the review system is that I don't own any of these reviews. Yeah, none of these reviews belong to me. So I've all of this time working for myself, but yet none of these reviews belong to me. This is all of this belongs to Airbnb. Yeah, and what is very true is that at any point in time, for whatever reason, Airbnb can shut me down. Yeah, and this has happened to my mother already. So, and they don't have to give you a reason. Unfortunately, there's no way to appeal. There's no one who cares, and there's no one who listens. This is a reality of what could happen. So you have to basically be very careful in the way you operate your business, but also at any point in time I have to contemplate the future, and that future could be I could get shut down. Okay, it could happen. It's happened to my mum, so I know it can happen before. It can happen again. And I just wanted to show you, I have the similar on Booking. So here's one of my properties. See, look, 10, 9.7, 29 reviews. And then here's another one, 10. Yeah. So I have a lot of experience in this field. And so I came across Dtravel because I've also had some experience with crypto, and I was interested in crypto and a lot of the altcoins, and that's another story and all in itself. And I saw this as a real opportunity because during COVID, I lost a whole summer's worth of bookings. So all of my cancellations are strict. They always have been. And the reason why they're strict is because I'm running a small business and I can't afford for cancellations. It's just not part of my business model. My business model requires firm reservations. I don't have the stock to allow people to cancel and to shift around. Not a big, large chain hotel, can't do that. So I rely on that income, that future income, with these future reservations. It's part of my business plan. And so when COVID happened, without any kind of consolation, without any kind of recuperation or remuneration or whatever, I lost a whole summer's worth of bookings, just like that. That wasn't allowed, and it still happened. It wasn't part of my policy, it still happened. And ever since that moment, there's been a shift from a host-centric business to a traveller-centric business. That's Airbnb shifted. And before, when it was growing, and I know because I've been using Airbnb since 2012, it shifted from a host-centric business to a traveller-centric business. And right now, I can tell you for a fact there's a lot of hosts who are very, very unhappy and discontent with Airbnb and the way they are being treated. And this is what happens when a business becomes a monopoly, when there has no natural competitor in the market, where a business is dominating the market. They behave badly. And when I'm in a lot of these groups and forums and I can read the comments, and a lot of people are saying the same thing. So I think on the back of COVID, on the back of the cancellations, there's a lot of people out there who are looking for something else, who are looking for something better. And I came across Dtravel and I had some experience with Web3 and crypto, and I saw that this is an amazing opportunity, so I got involved. Not as an employee, as someone who just wanted to make the world a better place, effectively, and wants to create something that is going to make a difference, and I see Web3 as that difference. And so ever since I've got involved, I've been involved with the beta program, and I launched my site on Dtravel, and this is it. This is my site. See? So these are my apartments. This is me. That's my brother. We're partners. And this is free. This setup was free. No cost to me. And using uplisting, let me pull it up. And you can use different channel managers, and you don't even need a channel manager now. I'm able to manage my listings, and it all connects with Booking and Airbnb and Dtravel. So I don't have to actually leave Airbnb to have my own site. It's all integrated, and that's the beauty of it. So ever since I got involved, there was no channel managers, and there was no website, ability to build a website. And since then, they've created this, so now that anyone can create their own website. And now they've created this so that it connects to all these different channel managers. And there's a whole list of them that now can connect with the calendars and syncs everything. And you don't even need a channel manager now. Dtravel will allow you to import your listing from Airbnb into Dtravel. It's so much advanced. Technology has grown exponentially. None of this existed. And since then, I was privileged to host the first vacation rental booking. So here it is. This is the article. There's a few articles, but here I just wanted to show you. The platform's first booking was for a London apartment owned by me. although it was uncertain which payment method was used in the transaction. Well, it was USDC, so it was a smart chain transaction, and I received the funds in USDC through the Binance chain, and that was August 22. And since then, that was number one. So since then, if I log on to Dtravel now and show you. So let me just log on somehow. Can I log on? Oh yeah, MetaMask. I can't remember my password. A second. I'm going to show you. I've had 13 bookings and I have this amount of earnings. See that? And this is my back end. I can create reservations. I can send people reservations. I can see my listings. I can go into them and do stuff as much as I need, basically. Yeah, and it's working. This is no joke. This is no joke. And if you think that there's no search engine yet, people don't even know about Dtravel yet. I'm telling you that there's a market for this as a business. Just forget about the crypto part. Just focus on the business. There's a market for this as a business, and none of that value has been reflected into the token. And this is a Web3 initiative. So, what am I saying? I'm saying that when the wider market, the crypto market first, and then the broader market, the mainstream market, finds out about Dtravel, then this is the true value of the technology that's being developed, the network, the physical network that's being developed and built, of hosts and listings and all that technology. And then you have other features like the AI search engine and the wallet of the service and the integration into the other chains such as Polygon, and then later on into other chains and other protocols. With the change in the tokenomics, I think we're looking at a multi-billion-dollar business. Yeah, we don't have to take much of a chunk out of Airbnb to become that. We don't have to do that, and we don't even need mainstream to do that. We only really need to reach out to crypto users. There's about 300 million crypto enthusiasts in the world, and when they are able to discover and find properties all the way around the world, all the way in every city, in every major city, in every far out place, and book them for accommodation, they'll pay using crypto. They'll pay using USDT or whatever, or USDC, or TRVL or ETH or whatever they have. So this is big. You just have to be patient. The great thing about this is it's not a centralized Web 2 business. This is Web 3, it's peer-to-peer, and it's governed by a decentralized autonomous organization. That's me, that's you, that's us. We have the power to influence the future, so that's what I'm doing. As a participant of the community, I'm influencing Dtravel, and everyone can participate. So I think this is a long hold, and I think this is gonna do very well, and I don't see any reason why it won't. And this is very different to all the other applications out there, because this is finally we have an application which every single person in the world can utilize and can use and can find value in. And that's booking accommodations for holidays. Very different to a lot of other applications out there. And it's an application that's easy to explain, and it's easy for people to understand. And once the short-term vacation rental industry, the Airbnb hosts and the Booking.com hosts and the VRBO hosts get a wind of this, there's no reason for them to not create their own website for free on Dtravel. There's no reason for them to not do that. And they don't need to leave Airbnb. They don't need to leave any of these other platforms to have their own site on Dtravel. And then at the very least, not only will they be exposed to this new market, which is Web3 and crypto, and then later on, obviously, we're going to have an integration with Dtravel. And when I say later on, it's going to be much sooner than you think, maybe in the next 6 months or so. Then I can see a future where people will search on Airbnb, but they'll actually book on Dtravel. They'll go to Sensei, they'll search for the exact same property, and they'll book directly because it's cheaper. And one thing I know about travel and traveling and travelers is they always go for cheaper. They always do. When you're searching for a flight, you don't book the most expensive flight, you often go for the cheapest. You'll search 4 or 5 sites, Skyscanner, Google Flights, Ocado, is it Ocado? Ocado, whatever, BA, and then you'll find the cheapest flight. You don't go, oh my God, this is BA, I'm going to book with them. You'll just book the cheapest. And that's, travelers are astute like that. They're savvy. If they find the same property on Booking.com, Airbnb, and Dtravel Sensei, and they see on Dtravel Sensei it's 10% cheaper or 20% cheaper. Why? Because the people like me will pass on the savings to the guests, to the travelers. Instead of me paying Airbnb 15%, I can just give that 15% to my guest. Makes no difference to me. They're going to go to that. So I'm talking about the business. I'm not just talking about the crypto element. And from a business perspective, this is extremely undervalued, extremely undervalued. Once the business side and the token side marries together in a strong direct connection, which is going to happen, the tokenomics changes, that's coming, then you're going to see a markup in value, because then the business value will reflect on the token. At the moment, there's no reflection. You see, the business has gone up and the token has gone down. At the moment, there's no connection between the value of the token and the value of the business. Because when I joined, there was nothing. It was hollow. It was zero. And the token value was high. Now we have the whole world. We have everything. And the token value is low. That is changing. And the reason why I know that's changing is because I've been talking to the team and they're working on that document. They've even said themselves that they're working on the tokenomics document to change and update the tokenomics. I've participated in it because I've been making videos about it, and I've been telling them this is how I would do it. And if you go onto my YouTube playlist, one of the videos is my ideas for the tokenomics. I spent about an hour or more talking about it with my friend David, about how I would do it. And I think that these ideas are going to be taken on board, and soon the community is going to be able to participate in that discussion, and we will have a vote. And when that vote happens, let's see. The rest is history. All right, so that's my... Oh, someone has just written